Check, check. Hey, it seems to be better now. Can you hear anything? That green bar is looking way better. It does, yeah, I can see that bar looks way better. Alright, it looks like we're live now. I mean, we're still live. We were live earlier. But now we have sound. We didn't have sound. We have sound now. It's working? Alright, so this is a live show. This is we're streaming without a stream. There's no water. There's no fish. There's no boat. There's no turtles. There's no water snakes. I'm gonna just Alright, so apparently I think we're going to go through the I was on America's Got Talent, and they really edited the shemogis out of my pierogi performance. They edited it so much and made it look like something it was not, and they have a right to do that because I signed something that says they can do that. However, we're going to set the record straight here today and well, what really happened in the video. So let's see if we can bring the video up. Let's do that. So I think I just need to go to boom, nothing to see. We popped restore chat. That's over there. 1 2 3 testing. Okay, I'm just kind of getting broken in on this here. I'm here. That's my dashboard, but I'm not sure where to punch. Ah, there we go. No, it's my server UL. Alright, so I'm kind of new to this. I mean, I've streamed before, but it's been on a stream with a boat or a raft.
Scroll up, Dad.
Scroll up?
Just get the search bar and type in what you want.
Oh, I'm getting something just came to me. Oh, look at that. I'm over there too. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so something, I figured it out. So we're going to go to we're going to watch this video, and I'm going to show you the proof of the editing. So we're going to type in Robert Drlicka Compliment Man. Compliment Man AGT. We might as well get this out of the way because it's pretty important. There's a 351 one. I guess we can watch that one. Alright, so basically, here we go.
Robert, I used to be in business. I used to wear a suit and tie and have my hair cut short.
So far,
I enjoyed it, but it wasn't in my heart.
oh look, this isn't good. We're not going to advertise.
Yeah, I have so many butterflies.
She's really cute. I had a drink with her at the airport, and they don't? Oh, can they hear it though?
You can hear it.
Alright, so now I gotta go change the scene.
Yes. In OBS.
So go to on scene. Bam. Ah, there we go, maybe. So I'm clicking on that. I don't like that video. Let's see. Bam. Alright, so where's the 5-minute video? I don't even see it. Alright, I don't know about this streaming thing. It's going to take some time.
What?
It's going to take some time. So how do I get it in the same scene?
Robert,
How do I get it?
I used to wear a suit and tie and have my hair cut short. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't.
What the hell is your mouse? There it is.
My heart was seeing people smile and laugh.
So you clicked on.
Butterflies, but
Well, I can see why you have butterflies, because you're beautiful as a butterfly. When somebody smiles, it's like magic sunshine, even in the shade. I love how you turn your head into a visor, a beautiful natural visor. Great job, sir. My main goal is to see the judges
Alright.
and the audience smile. Go get them. Have fun out there.
I want to get a different video up because it's distracting with the advertising.
You can turn off annotations
What is your name?
in YouTube.
Robert the Compliment Man. Robert the Compliment Man. And what do you
Then,
do for a living?
annotation.
I give compliments full
Off.
time.
Oh, sweet. Alright, they didn't laugh when I said that, just for the record. They actually
I was a
roared.
businessman for many years. Doing what? Bottled water.
And actually, I talked to Howie first, and Howie and I did not get along very well. I could barely hear him. It's like they kind of did that maybe on purpose, so I couldn't even quite understand what he was saying. But Howie was saying that I really need to stick in the water business, and I told him no. So he didn't really like me from the beginning, even though I tried to like him, even though I couldn't understand him. So anyway,
Designing machines basically on a piece of paper and doing magic with water.
And then what was the light bulb moment when you went, I'm going to go from that to this?
The light bulb was the stress, trading stress for smiles created by compliments.
now hear that roar? That roar was pretty much consistent the whole time I was on stage. And it got louder and louder. I actually had to scream to hear my voice. And you'll be able to tell it. They actually, Simon was the last person I complimented. However, they showed this first, a little piece of what I said to him. And he did not, he X'd me third, not first. But,
Thank you.
yeah, and Howie never said that, I don't believe. So here's this great roaring.
I'd like to compliment the audience on parking.
Boom, and it goes to silent right there. So I'm complimenting the audience on parking, and the audience busts up. But you don't see that or hear it.
And just about every single car was locked.
Boom. That's not the real reaction from the audience. And I also did a punchline after that, and they continued to laugh. Howie X'd me right then, after the audience was laughing at my very first joke, which was really surprising considering he's a comedian. And you can tell Nick, actually in this video here, Nick actually reacts to like, why did Howie X me? And it had nothing to do with the compliment to Howie. That's a whole other story we'll get into here shortly. But here, let's see what. So watch this.
Simon, I love your
This is way out of order. Simon actually was busting up. He was cracking up after the Howie thing. He was cracking up after Heidi. And then Simon buzzed me because the audience was roaring so loud. All I did, and I tried to I just stood there for a few minutes, well, not minutes, but several seconds, trying to calm the audience down because they were so loud I couldn't even hear anything. That's how much they were totally digging what I was doing. And then Simon buzzed me at that point, because I basically wasn't doing anything at that point. I was just enjoying the roar of the crowd. It was phenomenal.
Something smells really nice. Howie.
Boom. Okay. I said that right after Howie buzzed me, and I knew the audience was not going to like that because it came across as an insult. But then I complimented Howie, and the audience came right back roaring with pleasing, roaring pleasure. And look, if you look in the audience right here, you can see everybody's laughing. I froze it, and you can see like 80% of the audience is in laughter right there. So they actually used some real footage, but not in sequence, which is just kind of really insane. There, boom. Nick So that actually was real audience reaction with the you can see them laughing even though you can't hear them laughing. And Nick was frustrated and gives the hands up because he couldn't understand why Howie had just buzzed me when the audience was cracking up. So they made that look entirely different to what actually really happened. So before I told Heidi that I loved the way she did that, I told her that Heidi, I too was in Sports Illustrated, and you know we have something in common. Simon was busting up when I did this. You can see they caught a little bit of him, but he was laughing like crazy. This is just false. That's not even true. She was not the last person I talked to.
I love how you shorten your name into a single letter B. Being beautiful, being spicy.
So let's go back to Heidi and watch this. Show you some magic that happened where they tried to do some fancy editing, but they messed up. So we're going to go back to Heidi, and I think it's right here. So boom, I'm doing that. You can see Simon he's cracking up. He's covering it up. Now, look at that. I froze the picture, and you can see like more than half the audience is laughing. Look at the laughter on that guy. You can see his teeth. The girl over in the right corner. There's a girl over behind Heidi. There's like 3 out of the 5 people are smiling and cracking up. But of course, they're showing the audience booing, or the sound is track is the audience booing me, which is not true. They were totally digging this piece. And I guess it's alright, but it's kind of not alright. It just goes to show you how full of everything TV is. And Heidi, there she is. She's pretty, no doubt about it. So, boom. And she did buzz me. That's the only buzz that was actually correct. She buzzed me after I did that. Actually, I think she buzzed me after I actually had another punchline that the audience was busting up even louder. And I actually think she buzzed me after that. So I said, there's no words to describe, Heidi, what that does to my mind. And she didn't really like that because the joke was on her. So obviously the egos of the judges, Howie and Heidi seemed to get in their way. Simon had he buzzed me legitimately when I was just standing there absorbing the audience roar. And Mel kind of just fell into peer pressure. She was being coaxed by the clown there, the clown guy, comedian, coaxing her to buzz me. So got no hard feelings against Howie, but I would like to know why he did buzz me for making the audience laugh. That was kind of interesting. I think it kind of was set up. Maybe it was set up for failure. This is just real wrong. And you can hear me, I'm almost screaming. They really lowered my voice down. At this point, I'm actually screaming over the audience because the audience was so loud. They must have several different microphones going on where they're actually to monitor and lower each thing, because at this point here, you can see my facial expression that I'm really talking beyond a normal voice, even though they toned it down. So yeah, see this is a lot of this is BS. So now, boom, I had a good time, as you can tell. And watch this, I walked right off the stage after that. I was told not to talk to the judges afterwards. Walked right off the stage. None of this happened. This is all maxed. I never talked to Simon afterwards, none of them.
It's a no.
Okay.
None of them at all. That's really weird.
I was the last one because I actually wanted more compliments.
So yeah, they must have took me standing there from the beginning when I was talking to the two judges, but I never talked to the girls at all. So this is all thrown in afterwards. If anybody was actually at the in Pasadena and saw it, I would love to get some feedback to what you actually heard and saw, especially after I left the stage. Now you could see, let's back it up a little bit, because you're directed if you get 4 X's to get right off the stage. Simon was pretty cool. He had good energy. He was a good guy. But I don't remember him saying that to me at all because I just walked off the stage. Now watch this. You'll see Nick's arm right there. Boom. He's waving me on so that I don't talk to the judges, but they made it look like I talked to the judges afterwards. So Nick did say he liked it. He obviously he knows what really happened and how engaged the audience was, and it was constant. It was 2,500 people roaring with approval. It was an amazing experience. But for how they doctored this up for TV, it's I don't know. Some of my friends saw it and thought it was really sad, but I still think it's positive. I'm brushing arms there with Nick. Simon was pretty cool about everything. So something could happen with this down the road. You never know.
I cannot believe someone waits in line all day to do that.
So Heidi says that, but that could have been taken from another act, or they just put that in afterwards. And first of all, I never even stayed in line. I wasn't in line at all. I was actually asked to be on the show, which is quite interesting, isn't it?
America's Got Talent is top notch, regardless of just access.
I like the ending.
Access can be kisses too, so I'll take those kisses.
So here Nick actually repeats what I said. Boom.
I wanted more compliments.
Try to give Nick an first he tried to pucker up and kiss me, but I just gave him an Eskimo kiss, and that was that. That was it. That was the America's Got Talent experience. There's going to be a whole book coming out shortly. The book is pretty much written. I just got to finish a few things on it, and we will release it soon. Now I just got to minimize the screen here. Bam. No, that ain't gonna work. So let's do that. Why am I not? Okay, it's probably escape maybe. There we go.
And there it is. Walk that walk. That's what I'm talking about.
Alright, so let's. It's enough of that. Let's go to. What is that? Stream Warrior JD Bar has subscribed. We have a subscriber. Well, that's kind of cool. Meowx has made the contract. JD Bar has subscribed. I don't know. I'm kind of new to streaming. I'm usually streaming in a stream, not online, so I'm not quite sure what's happening. Boom. There's that. Boom. Alright, let's scroll down. So anyway, what you see is never what it is. It's always something else. Especially on TV. Let's look at some of the comments. I guess those aren't the right comments. Maybe we should respond to some of these comments from America's Got Talent. Let's do that. That might be fun. So let's go back. We'll pause that. Boom. Let's go down to the comments. There's another video, a 5-minute clip that's got more views and more comments. But a lot of these we'll respond to in the book. So let's see. Wow, I actually had a good feeling about it at first, but I guess I was wrong. Ha ha. It's nice to do what he does, but it's not an act. Anyways, why didn't anyone laugh when he said everyone locked their cars? It's a great question. Everybody did laugh. And they laughed and laughed and laughed. That was all edited out. That's what happened there. Then of course people are going to assume things and say things, and there's somebody that actually liked me. They said I kind of liked him, to be honest. Different and strange, but I've always found myself attracted to different. Shrugs, I guess. Weird. And there's somebody else. You're not the only one. So the compliment man was liked despite them trying to put the wool over your eyes. There's been tons of emails, tons of messages on Facebook, tons of support for the compliment man to continue on his mission, complimenting the world. That's right, complimenting the world. Okay. Somebody says nursing homes or a cruise ship would be the perfect place for a compliment man. Maybe. Maybe he's right. Maybe he's not. Here's somebody that says something very kind. You know what, actually this was a great performance, very natural, very relaxing. You know how to find evil people on this planet? Just look for those who didn't like this guy. Guy gives me a magnificent compliment. Borat Sagdiv, I can't even say his name, but let's just call him Borat, the famous Borat. Alan says, people are frightened and perturbed by polite, decent, and therefore crazy folks these days. Another compliment from Alan. It's very nice. Heidi got salty quick after he mocked her. Laugh out loud. That's true. She did. She did get salty quick. That's pretty accurate. But I thought she could have got it. I mean, basically she makes videos where she does that, like she moves her shoulders like that and side to side in her lingerie, and that's where I got the idea. I saw some of her videos, so I thought maybe she wouldn't let her ego get in the way, but she sure did. Instead of laughing with the audience, she buzzed me, and she was the only one that buzzed me after a compliment. For the record, Heidi was the only one that buzzed me after a compliment. So none of the other judges buzzed me after their compliment. Here's something. Limp Lamp says, this is all set up for the show for entertainment. It's like watching WWF. Well, you know it's all set up. And you know what? He's right. They kind of set it up. They actually set me up, and then they edited it the way they wanted. And that's alright. I mean, millions and millions of people know of the compliment man now, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. So how do I... Hey Jess, you probably can hear me because you're probably watching as I make a mockery of this. How do I bring up that other page? There's someone that says, that's one sick man. Laura says that. Laura Salvatore. Well, in her eyes, maybe I'm sick, but usually what we say about other people sometimes lies in our own eyes, in our own heart. So hopefully Laura will get well. D. Brown, bless him, he didn't make it through, but the fact that he enjoys complimenting people. It's a nice compliment from D. Brown. Someone says, I would like to compliment the judges on saving us from further torture. Thank you for the buzzes. Alright, well that's what they saw, and that's how they set up to see. So that's an understandable statement. Based on what he saw, there's nothing wrong with that. There's the Borat guy again. I like this guy. He's very supportive. Borat says, they were mean to him from the start. They had a crap on his performance. So, F them, those 4 donkeys. This guy is good. Yeah, he is not fantastic, just good. And we people must learn to again love something that is good. We can't only love what is fantastic. Borat standing up for the compliment man. So, you know. Yeah. We got any crude comments? There's any really crude ones? Vea imbecile. So in French somebody's calling me an imbecile. That's a nice compliment. And here's someone says, come on, all they want to do is spread happiness, and they did that to him. Yeah, isn't that interesting? They did. So that's what they did. It's okay. Anyway, that was that. That was my experience on America's Got Talent. We'll probably talk about it again in the future. More to come. There's some cool things happening. Let's go back to the Stream Warrior and see what it helps me. No, it hasn't made the contract. Mika, 6 to 7 days. GDAR. I'm not sure how this stuff works. Home blog. I don't know what's going on. I see this. I think I'm logged in. Maybe I gotta hit home. Let's see what happens when I hit home. It just says somebody subscribed. JD Bar. Yeah, so normally I'm not up this late unless I'm telling my son to get off his computer so I can sleep. You know that? Just so I can sleep. So here I am talking to myself. There might be people there. I don't even know. There might not be. It doesn't really matter. I'm doing this. It's all that matters. Google accounts, auditions. I wonder if I just close that, what would happen? Boom. Close that. Boom. Close that. Boom. Alright, I don't see what's happening. Alright, let's look at something else here. Let's look at, let's check out, since we're, let's take a few second break here. I'm going to sip some water, some purified water, no fluoride, no chemicals. Let's get tuned up a little bit before we continue. Alright, let's see if we can go to my YouTube page here. And I'd like to share a couple videos with you. I think they're important. Some of my missions. Boom. Just hit that. It's doing, I don't know why it's doing that, but alright, so I guess I'm live according to my it says I'm live for 38 minutes. We've been active. Let's go to some videos. Let's do that. Alright, so here's a really cool compliment video that I want to share with you. Alright, they just taught me these beautiful wave movements, and then you had the knee flex going on earlier. And so her right there in the hat, the black hat, I liked her a lot. She had some really interesting eye contact with me and liked the way I dressed. So she was pretty cool. Reverse. See, look, she's giving me some good
Alright,
eyes.
thanks for sharing your beauty and your moves with the compliment man.
Yeah, she's from California apparently. Here's a big song I did with my yak horn. This is one of my big hits. It's called I Love You. And you might enjoy this. It's 44 seconds worth of...
It's going to be a new version of my I Love You song. I think I'm pretty happy with this new version. 1, 2, 3.
I like this song. It's my yak horn. I play it in town, usually on the streets. I usually have a sign that says we'll stop playing for pizza or tacos or smoothie. And most of the time somebody will bring me some food, but they usually want me to keep playing. There's lots of bands that come through Austin.
Checkers, checkers, check,
checkers, Monopoly, chess. Oh, wait, maybe this is the wrong. Alright, I'm ready. Compliments on cell quote today. So I was mooned for the first time ever, giving compliments, and it's an interesting time as always. Yeah, so the sun is shining even though the moon is out. I have to remember this one, a group of girls are walking, and really slow, so I should be scared. Something about the beauty. Oh. Yeah, I forgot that one. It never came back to me. I forgot it. Forgot what it was. Oh well, I'll think about it later. That's the very first beard I ever had in my life. Oh, this is a... If you have a Honda and you have ignition problems or the car won't start, this is a video that I made on that. And 98 Honda Civic. I'm just going to let this play while I'll be right back. The car just decides to cut off and on when trying to start the car. Sometimes it'll start, sometimes it won't, but when it does not start, you turn the ignition, it runs for a split second or so, shuts right off. That is the ignition switch. Number one is we're going to disconnect the hot cable on the battery. So that's the cable we're going to remove, and you see all that corrosion, so we're obviously going to clean all that up. Alright, so a 10mm wrench, loosen this right here, and then stick your screwdriver in there and just kind of loosen that a little bit, then you can pull the terminal right off. So just grab a little wire brush or something like that. Sandpaper will work. And let's get these shining again, and then we're going to clean this one up. And don't forget to clean your connectors too. So you'll see the copper nice and shiny inside. Copper shine. Alright, put it back together, and our next step is going to remove this access here to the fuse box and the shroud here underneath the steering wheel. And we're going to use a Phillips screwdriver to do that. Uh-oh. Alright, so I kind of messed that up. Let's watch this one while I'm looking. Alright, I'm in front of Alan Boots. I'm giving compliments. There's the big boot. And there's my shadow. Checkers. How's it going, man? You guys look fantastic. Cute cheeks, cute nose, looking good. Well, thank you. Thanks for that compliment.
We're the Free Range Reveliers from Bellingham, Washington. Our friend Adam.
From Dawson, Texas.
All right, we're here in Austin, Texas, and yeah, obviously I'm trying to bring up the dashboard, and it's not working. Where's my YouTube dashboard? Boom. Should be a streaming thing. Video manager, maybe that's it. There we go. There's live streaming. Boom. So it should give me an option, and there's the dashboard. Alright, I'm back. I'm live, man. Alright, so what's going on here? It's we're 45 minutes and 5 seconds counting into this first 1, 2, 3 stream. That's right, 45 minutes. Looks like we got thousands of watchers in my mind, but there's really nothing to watch. This is a testing stream just to see if I can figure out how things work. It says I can set up my encoding software. It's a great day, man. I can make horn sounds with a harmonica. It's a moped horn sound right here. No, wait a minute. Right here. Alright, so I want to introduce you to some of my characters that'll be on future streams. Hopefully we'll have water in the next stream and maybe a boat or a raft, so it'll be more of a stream than just a stream. That's not a stream, that's just something through the air. That's just, there's no water, there's no ripples, there's no turtles, there's no fish. I mean, come on, if you're going to have a stream, there needs to be fish. So we'll have to get fish. We'll maybe get an aquarium, something like that. But I'd like to introduce you to some of my alter egos. First I'm going to introduce you to Mr. HiFi Bong, and you'll have a few words with you. My name is HiFi Bong! Smoke it, baby! Hey man, I was really high on a mountaintop for more than 3 weeks, man. And then I realized, after running out of munchies, I was the only survivor of a plane crash, man. And then a helicopter came to rescue me. They must have saw my smoke signal, man. And they started dropping potato chips and popcorn. I was having a pretty good time, man. Okay, I want to introduce you now to Handyman Hank. He's a repairman, and he does, and he's going to be doing a lot of things on here. He's going to be showing you how to fix things. He's going to actually take some pictures and videos, some actual jobs, and go over with you. Handyman Hank will also be taking questions and give you some advice on how to fix things, or if they should be fixed or tossed or recycled. So let me introduce you to Mr. Handyman Hank. My name is Handyman Hank. I got a master's degree of handyman. How did I get a master's degree of handyman? Well, let me tell you. To get a master's degree of handyman, you don't drink beer on the job. You understand? You can't be smoking on the job either. You can't be swearing on the job either. How do you get a master's degree? You go online and you print one out. You print one out and you just say master's degree handyman, approved by Handyman Hank. So I'm going to be giving you lots of handyman advice, because I'm a master's degree handyman. That's going to be happening soon in one of my future shows. And we're just going to this is a test run. This is just a test and 1, 2, 3 run is what it is. And I'm going to be on sometime and doing some Handyman Hank showing. And we're going to be showing you how to fix things, repair things, build things, and all kinds of things like that. Yeah, you can. You can compliment me there, Zach. Seems like you're one of thousands of people on here. I'm surprised I even saw that. And I'm Handyman Hank, and that's who I am. And all I know is I'm going to be doing this for another 10 minutes. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to get off now and I'm going to put on somebody else. I'm going to put on Air Muhammad, and I'll be back later another time, Monday nights actually, midnight Mondays, and we'll be doing all kinds of things. Next Monday, Handyman Hank will be showing you how to fix something. So anyway, let's listen to Air Muhammad here. Let me bring Air on the line and see what he has to say. All right, and maybe help with streaming. Yeah, he tried to help me earlier. I definitely need a lot of help, but I'm just kind of getting broken in. And it's going to take some time, and yeah, I need food. I understand. You're right. I need salary and some something to dip the salary in. Things like that. Cooking, yeah. People eat, I understand. I'm going to introduce you to an Arab friend of mine now. His name is Air Muhammad, alright? Here we go. Hello, my name is Air Muhammad. You need me because I'm Air. You love me because I'm Air. You must have me because I'm Air. I'm Air Muhammad. I'll be here talking about America and the downfall of America. Even though I love America, it's downfalling, it's spiraling. The banks are printing fake money. Things are happening. It's an exciting time in America. It's going through a change. Not just a change of clothes. It's going through a ringer. America is going through the ringer, like wringing out laundry. It's time for America to make super changes, become great again, according to some man named Trump. A card named Trump. And that's okay. I'm not for politics, because politics spreads shit, you understand? So I don't vote for anyone. I don't believe it. I don't believe we should vote for someone to rule over us. That's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. I'm going to bring Robert back now, and that's what we're going to do now. Bye-bye. I'm Er Mohammed. I'll be back on the air next Monday, midnight, with my statements. It'll be 2 minutes of politicking. Politicking with air. Alright? Or get some air. That's what I'm saying. You understand? Bye-bye. Alright, so that was Er Mohammed. I'm just going to hang in here for like another 8-9 minutes. We got a little bit of water here. So this is we're gonna have some pretty girls to make this show more interesting. We're gonna have a girl named Drlicka. She's gonna be coming on the show, and she's really cute and really hot, and she's very smart, and she'll be probably talking Italian, but she'll be on the show. Looks like we got 3,000 people watching right now. That's just amazing. I don't know if you guys can see that number on your screen. My screen says 3,000. So that's pretty good for a test stream. I can't believe there's that many people watching this very first broadcast of Insaneman, with the Compliment Man, with HiFi Bong, with Er Mohammed, with Handyman Hank, and more to come. There's more to come. Anyway, so I think we're going to cut this short now. It's 52 minutes running. We're streaming without water, without a boat, without an oar, without anything. And I think that's it, man. I'm going to sign off. Hi, I guess I'm going to say hi back to one of these thousands of Frederick Rasmus. I love that name, man. That's a great name, Frederick. Where you from, Frederick? It's welcome aboard. We're streaming without a boat, man. We're streaming without a boat, and there's no water. But somehow we're afloat. Somehow we're afloat. So thanks for the hi, Frederick. It's that's a great hi. I like how you capitalized the H. That was really clever. It's and then you had the small I, so you actually spelled it perfectly. It's a perfect short form of the word hi. Great job, Frederick. Great job. Thanks for your words of wisdom with your hi. It's just it's really nice to have a hi, because you know that's just what life's all about, is just saying hi. You know, we should say hi to everyone, compliment people, and do what you need to do. That's what life's about. All right, let's bring up another video here. We're gonna try to stick it out for the whole 60 minutes. We're gonna go to the video manager here. And let's look at, we got a big thing coming up. We got a big project been working on for a long time. It's called Roadkill Awareness, and we're bringing roadkill back from the death, even though it was always dead to begin with. And this is going to be one of our, I don't see the video here. Huh. Well, anyway, you need to believe in yourself. Everything happens if you believe in it, okay? So let's run this video by you. This was a video I made several years ago.
I live outdoors except for 26 feet of living space on wheels. I bathe in streams and enjoy showering in the rain. I ask myself, why do we eat from plastic, styrofoam, and paper containers when we can pick fresh food, rich in nutrients, directly from a tree? Why do we exercise indoors when outdoors is more exciting and invigorating? Why don't we care about the animals on the side of the road? People ask me, what are you doing today? I'm enjoying life. I treasure smiles and hugs. I love inventing, creating, writing, and performing. I love seeing people laugh. I'm Robert. I'm a stand-up comedian.
So believe it, it will happen. Things happen when you believe in them and take action. So here's Weird Al. I don't know if I should play that. They might have a problem. So let's go back to the dashboard. We lost the dashboard. Huh. So we can get... Frederick is Danish. Oh, he's a pastry? He's a Danish? Frederick is a Danish, like a pastry. That's interesting. I didn't know that. So a pastry said hi. Unbelievable. The world is strange. Strange place. It's unbelievable. There's the dashboard right there. Bam. Boom. Okay, I did something wrong. Analytics. Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. There we go. There's our streaming. Trying to kind of get a feel for this. This is just a feel out show is all it is. It's what it is. It's a feel show. It's a 1, 2, 3 testing show. We were having audio, some old messages. Interesting, isn't it? So he is from Denmark. Yep, I see that. He's a Danish guy from Denmark. So it looks like we got 4,000 watchers. So we need food. Okay, we need food. We need to say something. We got a few messages, and that's about it. We're gonna call the show. It's 57 minutes 40 seconds. We're gonna get more organized. The next show is gonna have a lot of pizzazz, more enthusiasm, more energy. That's it, man. This is well, we're gonna stick it out another 2 minutes. Yeah, so we're hitting 58 minutes. 2 more minutes, we're off the air. So what's going to happen? This is the very test show. It looks like we tested. We had a problem with audio early on. We did get audio going, but I don't think it really made any difference because didn't really have a lot to say, although I said some things. And we'll recap next week. It's going to be Midnight Monday run. From 1 to 3 hours. We're going to do a minimum of 1 hour, but probably 3 hours on Monday. So, and we're going to have guests. We're going to have live guests. We may even pull off homeless people off the streets to sit here and talk with me. We might even do that. So we'll give them a place, they can shower and then they can sit here. So they'll be all right. So, all right, man. Thanks for tuning in, all you thousands of watchers. Not ATK. We are having audio issues. Maybe Jessica can help. You need more food. Look at all these thousands of messages from Zach. Thanks, Zach, for tuning in on the very first stream. And countdown is 40 seconds. We're counting down, and that's what we're doing. So yeah, I got to get a little bit of a format going so we can kind of format, and that's what's happening. The show's about done, man. It's 37, 39, 40, 20 seconds left to go. So countdown, 20 seconds, 15 seconds, man. We're going to be off the air. This is huge, man. Hope it doesn't shock all the airways when we get off the air here. This very first show. Hope you guys don't miss us or miss me and all my alter egos. If you do, you do. So what? It's just a human being. It's okay. If you didn't like the show, that's okay too. You have a right not to like the show. And express yourself, good or bad. It's always good to express yourself. I can take it. You can't insult me. We can only insult ourselves. You could say insulting things, but you know what? It's not going to really matter. It's not going to insult me. Look at that. I made the hour. I made it past the hour. I'm still live past the hour. And that's it, man. I hope everyone has a great night. Enjoy every moment. Now I just got to figure out how to stop this. And I think I just hit stop. Let's just hit stop streaming. Let's bring my little cursor over here. And hit that, and I think it's farewell. Well, I don't know why we say farewell or goodbye, but it's time. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye.